Today I am going to be sharing my thoughts and a review on the new Carli Bybel palette collaboration with BH Cosmetics. Carli and BH Cosmetics released this palette about 2 weeks ago, so I've been testing it out. I've been putting it to some good use so that I can come back and give you guys a full good review. So BH Cosmetics went ahead and collaborated with Carli, and they came out with the Carli Bybel palette. The palette has 10 shadows. You get 5 mattes, and then you get 5 that are, you can either call them pearl metallic or with a little sheen, like a little pearl tone sheen, a little gold, a little bronze. No big chunks of glitter, thankfully, because I hate big chunks of glitter. And then they have 4 beautiful highlighters in the palette as well. At first, I was a little unsure if I was going to come and do a full review on the palette or just feature it in tutorials because the palette sold out. But there is word that the palette will be coming back. I think it might be the last time that the palette does come back though. So make sure that you guys go down to my description box because I'm going to be linking the palette directly there so that you guys can go to the BH website, enter your email, and then you guys will get a notification when the palette will be back in stock. I highly recommend probably following Carli and BH Cosmetics so that if they do give like a little sneak peek or an update or anything on when the palette will be back in stock, you guys are notified immediately because the palette, I'm sure, will sell out. So the launching price was $12.50. I'm not for sure if that's what it's going to cost when it comes back, but I know that BH Cosmetics has very affordable prices on their makeup, so I don't think it's going to be, you know, super expensive or anything like that. So make sure that you guys go into the description box and go put your email in so it does notify when it's back in stock. I'm sure you have all seen what the palette looks like, but if you have not, this is what it looks like. It's a cardboard packaging. It's got like a little glossy finish to it. It says Carli Bybel. It's all white, and then it's got the silver writing. And on the back, it tells you a little bit about Carli and the palette, and then the ingredients. Inside, when you open it, and I'm trying not to blind you guys, it does have a mirror, but it is not a real mirror. It's like a plastic mirror, so I don't care for it. But honestly, I don't ever use the mirrors that come in my palettes because I usually just use my desk mirror. And then underneath it, she has a quote right here, and it says, "Aspire to inspire." Carli always puts all those beautiful quotes at the beginning of her videos. I like that she chose "Aspire to inspire" because us coming on here on YouTube, we're always creating looks and then somebody else gets inspired and then they create it, and you're just sharing the love of makeup that we all have, obviously, when we come on here onto YouTube or Instagram or any social media. I honestly, in my opinion, think that the palette is very universal. I feel like it's perfect for any time of the year because of the colors that it has in it. I personally love anything with a shimmery sheen kick to it. I tend to reach for my highlighters for, you know, my shadows. I've mentioned that many times in my videos. So you're going to get a little mix of shadows here. You're going to get this creamy one here that I really, really love. And then you have some transition light colors. You have this little plum one that is perfect for fall. Then you have your bronze and coppers and golds, and then this one here, which is one of my favorites. These two right here are my favorites because they have like that yellow sheen to it and that like yellow finish is what I'm trying to say, and that's what I love the most. Then you have a couple different highlighters. These all do swatch a little differently. On camera, they might look very similar, but when you swatch them, depending on your skin tone color, they will swatch differently. I will be swatching all these for you guys as well. Here is a close-up of the palette. I would say to kind of give you guys an idea. So I would say these are the size of a nickel and these are the size of a $50, which I believe is perfect for both of them. When I first swatched the palette, I was seriously shocked. For one, the first color that I swatched was the cream one, which is the lightest in the palette, and that was very, very smooth. Secondly, when I swatched one of the shimmery colors, I was shocked by how intense and pigmented it was. So I immediately knew that I was going to love the palette. I'm not gonna lie, because when I opened it and I just saw them and I played with them, I didn't even have to put them on my eyes or my face to know that I was going to love the palette. A quick tip that I want to give you guys before I get into the swatches: the highlighters are beyond, and I mean beyond, pigmented, so much that they can look very cakey and overdone. So I highly recommend that you take the lightest hand with the slightest little amount of highlighter. Use a small fan brush. I would recommend using a fan brush and kind of hugging your cheek and then just blending like the very, very tip of the bristles, blending it onto your cheekbone and then building the highlighter because it's very intense. I don't know if my camera's washing it out right now, but I barely used anything. Another thing is, if you are my skin tone color or darker, be very careful with this one here because that can make you look very ashy and not so cute. I do have to mix this with this one or any of the other ones and take it very lightly. If you are fair, skinned, this one's probably perfect for you because this one here might be a little too much for anybody with very, very light, fair skin. But I liked mixing these two for today's look right here. These are my go-to. This is probably my favorite, and this one here is kind of similar to my favorite shadow in the palette. So just remember, build your highlighter very, very gently because these babies are very pigmented. So next I'm going to show you guys some swatches and what they look like, and then don't forget to stay tuned at the end of the video to watch a quick little tutorial of me applying on some highlighter. I'm wearing 4 of the shadows on my eyes today, and I will be featuring this palette in more looks. I love it, I recommend it, and I hope that this video was helpful and you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys later. Bye.